All right, YouTube, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to the NBA. We only have one game on today's slate, but like we always do, I'm going to dive into each and every game. So just one game today. I'm going to give you my prediction on the side. I'll give you my prediction on the total. We'll talk about any other plays like player props that we like within the game as well. But as always, guys, keep an eye down on the pinned comment of this video. That'll take you to all of my final plays, so I'm actually rolling with myself. If that does interest you, absolutely free down in the pinned comment. All right, YouTube, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. I tell you guys I'm a dummy all the time. They don't suck. They've just been sucking. Get them down to -3 for more juice than Jose Canseco in his prime. Tell me you're new without telling me you're new. So don't go jumping down my throat in the comments, right? If you want to fade me, or if you do want to ride me, this still leaves a bad taste in my mouth, right? And remember, more chins, more wins. All right, so our only play before the All-Star break was Kyrie Irving, and he ended up sitting the game out. So we had a push in our last game there. So nothing to really recap other than the ride of the day, though. Let's pump in some crowd noise here. Omri hits another one here. We had CJ McCollum over 2.5 3-pointers made. CJ McCollum went off. Now that I'm trying to remember, how many points did he actually end up with? Yeah, he had 43.7 boards and 2 assists against the Kings there in that last match before the All-Star break, Thursday, February 13th. I think that was an overtime game, right? 140 to 133, but 43 points from McCollum. He definitely got his threes worth as well. I believe he hit, what was it, like 7 threes, something like that. So yeah, overall good call from Omri, who is still on a ride of the day streak. The issue is now we've had a little bit of time off. Have you cooled off, Omri? We shall see. If you guys don't know what the ride of the day is, use that hashtag ride of the day down in the comments. I jump on board with one person's play each and every day. Give you a shout out in the next video, win or loss. Also shout you out over on my Twitter/X, which rotates right here throughout the show. And we also get you a shout out over on the Guy Boston Sports site with the final plays. So yeah, looking forward to seeing what Omri rolls with today. We'll be keeping an eye on the comments, but even though we're rolling with him, guys, make sure to get your ride of the days down in the comments, because we've been saying it lately. There's so many great plays down in the comments that are helping out tons of people outside of me picking the ride of the day for the day, right? So make sure to go ahead and drop those down in the comments. And yeah, let's go ahead and dive into today's slate. By the way, we did post our MLB futures video, so we have 8 plays actually in that video. One was kind of a late ad. 8 plays in that video. It's posted now on the Guy Boston Sports channel, so make sure to go ahead and check that out. But yeah, let's go ahead and dive into this one. Hit that like button, guys. Hit that subscribe button. I'm so glad NBA is back, and we have MLB right around the corner. I think we're looking pretty good here. Like I'm feeling good. The vibes are high. Let's hopefully roll that kind of into the plays here. We're not going to go crazy tonight. It's only one game, but still, let's keep these vibes high. We got the Lakers taking on the Hornets. Right now, Lakers 12.5-point favorites. Total sitting at 227.5. We look at the injury report, and things look fairly good. LaMelo Ball looks like he's going to be good to go. Same with Mark Williams, which is funny because he was supposed to be a Laker, and that trade did not go through. So an interesting matchup here. But LaMelo and Mark Williams should be on the floor tonight. They're both listed as probable. Luka, Austin Reeves, Rui, and Jackson Hayes all good to go. LeBron James, on the other hand, listed as questionable. So we'll keep an eye on that. Obviously, LeBron being out is a massive factor. The funny thing is, now with LeBron potentially being out, you still have a guy that can kind of dominate the ball, Luka, and make up for that. Before, when it was LeBron and AD, you'd kind of fall back to Austin Reeves, who, yes, is great, but he's no Luka, right? So yeah, it's kind of interesting to think about that with no LeBron, how, you know, Luka can play and whatnot. And I guess we've seen that a little bit so far. Where I'd go in this one, it's going to come down to whether or not, you know, LaMelo definitely plays and Mark Williams definitely plays overall. I do think that this game's closer than, you know, 13 points, so I'll hit the psycho alert alarm. I'm going to lean towards Charlotte here plus the points. I think this is more like a 10-point game. So by no means am I saying, hey, I'm comfortable sitting in the shotgun seat, feet up, loving Charlotte tonight, right? Like, no, it's just a little bit too big of a number for the Lakers. Now, if I'm going to be completely honest, the Lakers are still waiting for that big boom game, right? In terms of LeBron and Luka together. So could it come here against a bad Charlotte team at home after a nice break? Yeah, there's probably never going to be a better time than tonight, but still, 12.5 points. I'm just not comfortable laying it with the Lakers, so sound of the psycho alert alarm. I'm going to lean towards Charlotte. A few different things that I don't, I guess, mind when looking into this. The fact that Charlotte can, to some degree, you know, defend the paint. That's where the Lakers like to shoot from, right? We know that they've actually been shooting a little bit more from the perimeter as of late, but sort of in their DNA was in the paint with LeBron. AD moving or leaving and getting traded definitely changes that up a little bit. I anticipate we'll see the Lakers shoot a lot more from three moving forward now with Luka, LeBron, Austin Reeves, right? But still, if they're still comfortable trying to get to the paint, I think that Charlotte makes it a little bit uncomfortable, right? From the other side of things, okay, well, if they're going to shoot threes, there's been some decent looks from Charlotte here. Like in the last 10 games for them, obviously coming off a break, so things can change, but allowing their opponents just 27.8% from the above the break three. That's where the Lakers, when they do shoot threes, shoot from. So yeah, I do think that there's some defense that can come in here. We also have a Lakers offense that loves to isolate and run. You know, they do run a fair share pick and roll, kind of middle of the pack in the league, right? Charlotte's good at defending both of those. In fact, let's jump into the dashboard. I'll explain how to get access to this dashboard in just a second. It's a dashboard we build for you guys. But yeah, we could take a peek at this. Like I was saying, ready? There's that 27.8% to opponents in their last 10 games, right? And even at the rim, 68%, where the Lakers do like to score from. Look at where the green is. Green in terms of points in the paint allowed for Charlotte. Fairly green in terms of points allowed from three. And then even looking at it from that isolation offense and defense, and then pick and roll handler offense and defense. We have that built into our dashboard as well. You can see here, they like to run it. The Lakers, the number 2 scoring percentage team in the league in terms of isolation. Well, not all that bad defensively on the Charlotte side of things. When I say not all that bad, effective field goal percentage, 11th best in the league against, right? You look at the pick and roll. Okay, well, yeah, looks like the Lakers' effective field goal percentage and score percentage looks pretty good. 5th best effective field goal percentage against in terms of Charlotte. So we do have some good little points to point at when it comes to the Charlotte defense. So yeah, I'm going to lean towards Charlotte plus the 12.5 points. But like I said, it's more so based on I'm not all that comfortable rolling with the Lakers. Do you know what I mean? Like that's a way bigger point than, oh, I'm loving Charlotte tonight, to be completely honest. I feel like I've said to be completely honest 4 times as if I need to tell you guys that I'm being honest. Not lying over here. All right, guys, in order to get access to that dashboard over here on the Guy Boston Sports site, you head over to the members area and the members area NBA dashboard. Now, if you are logged in, you will see the dashboard right here. You can open it up. It opens in a new tab. You can zoom in. You can even print this out. You have each and every game given to you in a visual format, player predictions in terms of stats from the starting lineup. We have defense versus position, everything you just saw me walk through as well. If you don't have access, you'll see something that says, well, go ahead and sign up, right? You don't have access. Our membership levels, as of right now, we do have a $2.99 per month for the NBA dashboard. That's all you get. $4.99 per month for the All Sports. Now, NFL's over, and we got a couple comments, why still offer the All Sports dashboard? Because this will be a better deal if you get the All Sports now than when MLB rolls around. MLB is one of our most intricate dashboards, so this All Sports will go up. The price will change. If you're already an All Sports member, don't worry, you're locked in, but if you sign up now with All Sports, you'll be locked in at that price as well. So figured that could help you guys out, just leaving that available, even though there's only one sport right now. You know, in a few weeks, we'll have MLB rolling, and you'll be in at a better price. So yeah, go ahead and consider signing up here. You get access to that dashboard. Like I mentioned, we have a video kind of walking through how to use it as well. Just saves a bunch of time research-wise, and it's less than a Starbucks cup of coffee, only you're paying cup of coffee. I can't say that, huh? You're just paying once per month. So yeah, go ahead and check that out. In terms of what we have from a total here, I think I am going to hang my hat slightly on an under. This thing opened up at, what was it? Geez, it was like 223, if I'm not mistaken. I could be slightly wrong there. In fact, let's look at the line movement, because I believe, looking at this a couple days ago, yeah, opened up at 221, actually. That was back in late January, and then realistically 223.5. So that's what I was thinking. This thing has moved up, and I'm going to wait this out because, like I said, I do think that there's some credence to be given to Charlotte's defense, especially getting Mark Williams back, a little bit bigger body in there. So I don't mind him in this, them in this spot to play some defense. And the Lakers, I'm hoping they're still figuring some things out right now. They've scored a lot of points in one of those games against Utah and then didn't look all that tremendous in the next game. I don't think this Lakers defense is all that good, but the Charlotte offense isn't that great either. LaMelo is back. That's huge, but I'm going to lean under. I think that this is a game, you know, after the All-Star break, maybe they're kind of getting their bearings a little bit. This thing shot up 4 points from where it opened. Not a bad time to take it. Guys, keep an eye on the pinned comment. Like I said at the beginning of the video, we're not going to go crazy. It's one game, right? So what I'm saying is just my opinion and my thoughts on the game. In terms of what we actually roll with, if that does interest you, that'll be in the pinned comment. If it's a player prop, or maybe we take one of those plays we just gave. So if that does interest you, that's all free in the pinned comment. Guys, let's go ahead and talk about some player props. Before we do, I got to talk to you about sleeper picks. They have a 0.5 square for tonight in terms of points for Luka to score. All Luka needs is one bucket, one foul shot, and he cashes this 0.5 square. They're also still offering the play 5, get $55 back in bonus plays. You get 11 $5 free plays when placing that first $5 entry as a new customer. So go ahead and check out sleeper picks. That link will be down in the description as well as the pinned comment. It'll be on the Guy Boston Sports site. You can also just download Sleeper and use code Guy Boston. You get all the same deals. So go ahead and check it out. It's Wednesday, so I'm assuming they'll be dropping some wildcard Wednesdays, even just with one game, maybe some college plays and whatnot, which are essentially discounted plays that they drop on their app. Go ahead and check it out, guys. I love this app. Each and every play that you put in there changes the payout of your slip dynamically. They don't follow a fixed payout structure, which they're one of the first to do that. I think it's really, really cool. Go check it out. That link will be down in the description as well as the pinned comment. Capitalize on this Luka square. Now, like I mentioned, we do have some player props to talk about here. The first one I want to look at, and we'll jump into the outlier screen. I also have a link for outlier down in the pinned comment as well, 7-day free trial. LaMelo Ball over 6.5 assists. Now, I'm liking this because it's plus 100 on FD. Other books at minus 115. You can see on the season he's hit this at a good rate, 61%. We even look at his away games, he's hitting 56%. So nothing to be alarmed with there, right? The games in which he hasn't really been hitting it are games in which he's not playing the most amount of minutes, especially lately, right? Like, look at his last 10 games. Okay, sure. This game in which he had only 6 assists, he was 1 away from cashing it. Potential assists, he only had 10 in that game. But the other 2 games, 1 assist, 3 assists, he had 10 points in 10 minutes played and 8 minutes played. One of those being against the Lakers, he got hurt. I like this spot for him, especially if he's going to be going up against Luka Doncic, who's not the most prolific defender. I think LaMelo's going to be able to get around him and then find somebody for either some spot-up shots or some nice cutting plays. I think he's going to have a lot of potential assists opportunities in this game. And even not for nothing, right? We do have LaMelo Ball last 2 times against Luka. We have 7 assists, that cashed, and then we had 13 assists, that cashed as well. Realistically, what we're looking for, and those are the only 2 games he played 30-plus minutes, we're looking for 30-plus minutes from him because on the season when he plays 30-plus minutes, LaMelo Ball has cashed at a 70% hit rate, averaging 7.89, almost 8 assists per game, 14 potential assists as well. So I like him for that plus 100 number, over 6.5 assists. We just want him to be healthy and play a real amount of minutes, right? And even using our dashboard, you can see here the Lakers very good at defending the pick and roll. So I anticipate LaMelo coming off of the pick and roll and not exactly getting everything he wants in terms of stopping and popping or getting to the hoop or anything like that. I anticipate him having to dime it up today. So yeah, 7 assists from a guy like LaMelo I don't think is all that crazy whatsoever. That's player prop number 1, and it's got a good chance of being a final play. And again, the fact that we're getting it at plus 100 even odds over on FD, probably a good move. I don't anticipate it being there by game time. So this is probably one you want to race to if you do like it. If you like my reasoning, the earlier you do, the better odds you'll get, I'm sure. Next spot I'm looking at here, and hopefully this kind of ties into the Melo one as well. Miles Bridges over 27.5 points plus rebounds. You could see that they don't really, the Lakers, in terms of defending, points plus rebounds to the power forward position, not all that tremendous. They aren't necessarily a tremendous rebounding team. I mean, they're not bad by any means, but they're not great. So I think he's going to have his rebound opportunities. And if we do look at him, he's hit this in 50% of games this season. Okay, 28% on the road. Nothing's really screaming. With LaMelo this season, he's hit it in 42%. But look at this. With LaMelo recently, a decent amount of good spots here, right? Hitting in 6 of 10, averaging 27.2. If we say with Mark Williams, I want to see that. We actually don't know this one yet. Mark Williams, still 6 of his last 10. I like this spot for him to be able to go out there and get rebounds. Look at his last 2 games against the Lakers. That was earlier this year, and then that was just about a year ago, right? 41 points in this one. Looks like he had 0 rebounds. Isn't that crazy? 26 points and 8 rebounds. Rebound chances, he had 14 last time he played them. In his last 10 games here, averaging 14.4 rebound chances as well. And this is hit rate when he has had at least 14 rebound chances. I'm hoping Mark Williams, a little bit banged up, a little bit slow out the gates, doesn't necessarily hurt this one. But yeah, 31.2 in terms of what he's averaged when getting 14 rebound chances. So I think that he can have a really good scoring day overall as well. I'm just kind of sitting here hoping that he does go out there and have his rebound chances to kind of pad towards those stats. So to recap here, I don't mind Charlotte. I don't mind the under. I really do like LaMelo over 6.5, especially at those odds. And then Miles Bridges over 27.5 points plus rebounds. I think I saw a 26.5 out there earlier, but I believe it's gone. So yeah, sniff around. Maybe you'll find something like that. Obviously, he's going to be a guy that gets a lot less usage with Melo back, but it's kind of in the game script for me that one, LaMelo is coming off of injury, and two, I don't think LaMelo is going to have the easiest time getting to the hoop and scoring today. So I'm hoping Bridges is going to be that guy that he finds on some cuts or even some spot ups for that matter. You know what I mean? Off of those screens. So guys, it's going to wrap it up for today's show. If you made it this far in the video, go ahead and comment 16. You made it pretty much 16 minutes in, and I do truly appreciate it. Like I said, this is a good time of year. I know football's over. That's always a bummer. But I love baseball, and baseball is coming back. We had a great baseball season. So we're going to have NBA and baseball rolling in just a bit. And obviously the golf videos are out there too. Make sure to go check that out. That is live today for the Mexico Open. But yeah, appreciate all the support. Glad to be back. That was like one of two vacations that us in this industry get, right? The All-Star break for the MLB, and then the All-Star break, which we just had for the NBA, are the two times where like no sports are going on, other than obviously college basketball in that case. But for me personally, it was good to kind of take just a little bit of a, kick your feet up, relax, which we do not get much of. But hopefully we're fresh and eager to head into this. But we'll catch you guys in the next one. I don't want to ramble too much. Peace out.